feel like I'm the right candidate to be talking about hair tips because one, I went to hair school. Two, y'all, I've actually been through the big chop and all that type of stuff. I've had a lot of ups and downs with my hair, but I feel like right now is the healthiest my hair has ever been. So yeah, guys. So guys, while I give you these tips, I planned on doing a hairstyle. Let me try to alright y'all, so we're gonna section off my hair. If I'm looking weird, I'm looking at the mirror that is directly in front of me. So right now I'm gonna part my hair in the middle. And okay, let me not explain what I'm doing, you guys will see. But the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is moisture. You guys really need to moisturize your hair regularly. I just had my wash day yesterday and I had washed my hair after only having it in the style for a week. I do like to go in and wash my hair weekly. It's very beneficial, y'all. It really is. I know in like the Black community, it's not really like a big thing to be washing your hair weekly. Like, you know, we didn't grow up doing that, or not a lot of us did. It's cool, like, you know, to not be like, oh, well, I don't do that. And y'all, it's very beneficial, and I'll talk about that later. But right now, we're talking about moisture, y'all. Like, you could see the shine on my hair. I just picked it out this morning, so it looks like, you know. But let me show y'all what products I use to moisturize my hair. I like using the Camille Rose Spiked Honey Mousse. Y'all, that's it. That and TGIN leave-in conditioner. This is the triple moisture, but I do go in with the Repair RX, and it leaves my hair so moisturized. So what I did yesterday to wash my hair, I used Shampoo One. This is like a good shampoo to clarify your hair but not make it too dry. And I washed it twice. Then after, I went in with this deep conditioner. It's a Biotin Pre-Growth hair mask. So it's not a deep conditioner, but it's a hair mask, and I feel like they're kind of the same. This is how I moisturize my hair. I moisturize my hair on wash day. I apply those products to my hair while it is soaking wet. I don't wait. I go in and I do what I gotta do. And it really doesn't take that long though. I just feel like as long as you have a free day, you know, you'll be good. So moisturizing is important, guys, especially for curly hair, because our hair tends to be on the more dry side. So it's just really important to moisturize your hair. Honestly, even if you're not going to be wearing your hair out and curly, moisturize your hair, because that is how you retain your growth, you keep your ends. Well, actually, too, what I like to do is put oil on the ends of my hair, and this is carrot oil. It says it repairs split ends, and I just take it, like, especially when I'm wearing my afro, I just take an amount and I just scrunch it in my hair, guys. Like, I usually do this while I was in an afro, but I forgot after I picked it out today. So this is gonna help your ends, and throughout the week I will do this, like, just add the oil on my ends, and that's it. Like, I don't really go in the middle of the week and re-wet my hair and blah blah blah, because I like how my hair looks when it gets bigger and drier and stuff like that. But I mean, do what floats your boat. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is knowing your porosity, guys, that is very important, because knowing your porosity is going to determine how your hair takes in moisture, and that is a key step for even moisturizing, you know. So there's a lot of tests out there you can use to determine your porosity. I like to go in, well, I just observe my hair. Like, you can look and see, how does your hair take in the water right before you wash your hair? When it's so dry, is the water just like sitting on top of your hair? Or is it just like, is it going in your hair? Like, there's a lot of things you can do to determine your porosity. So right now, I'm gonna go in and do like these twists. I put my leave-in in on my roots, and I'm using Pro Style, and I'm gonna put that on my roots because I like it to be a little slick. Like, I don't like puffy stuff. Use whatever gel you prefer, whatever products you prefer. But we're gonna be doing some twists right here. Another tip would be to deep condition your hair weekly. If you're gonna wash your hair weekly, deep conditioning weekly is good as well. Y'all, like, honestly, just do it. Like I said, our hair thrives off of moisture, and it's very important to do. So find you a deep conditioner that you prefer. I like to use the ORS brand, but I don't have anything special or anything like that. So just off of that, I'm gonna just talk about protective styles too. Like, I know a lot of girls like to keep their hair styled and put away, and that's perfectly fine. That's fine. But in between, you guys need to be deep conditioning. Like, this is why wash day is really important, because you don't need to rush on your wash day. Like, you know how y'all be trying to take your hair out same day, same morning, like your appointment, you know, just over there procrastinating, you know? No. Don't do that. Don't wait till the last minute, because you need to do these steps. You need to go in and deep condition your hair. If your porosity requires you to sit under the dryer, you need to. It's very important, guys. After each protective hairstyle you do, a good wash like this is where you really need to go in and clarify, especially when y'all are leaving styles in for 3 months and, you know, like a whole month. Y'all, clarify your hair. Like, you could go in with a clarifying shampoo and then go in with a moisturizing shampoo, and then what's it called, add your deep conditioner, and you're good. So deep conditioning is important. It's mandatory, actually. Like, it's no, oh, I don't feel like doing it, I don't have the time for it. Make time for it. Make time for your hair, especially if you want to see the result. Alright, y'all, so another tip would be to trim your ends. A lot of people be like, oh, I never had to trim my ends, and you know, this and that. But no, go ahead and trim your ends, y'all. You don't want to be holding on to anything that's dead, especially your ends, y'all. It's important to get rid of it so that you can actually see your growth. Everybody's hair grows every day. Everybody's hair grows at a different pace, but your hair still grows. You need to be trimming your ends so that you can actually retain length, guys. It's very important. Honestly, that is where I feel like I started to see a lot of my growth retain is when I really started being consistent with my trims. Because let me tell you don't know how many times throughout my life I've cut my hair, especially like being in high school, middle school, when you just first start learning to take care of your own hair, or you're just like, Mom, I want to do my own hair, I don't want you doing my hair anymore. When you start putting it in your own hands, it's really time that you do the research on it. Because had I known all these things, I could be so much further in my hair journey today. But it's okay, like what is life without learning? The split ends adding up and they're crawling up your hair shaft and making it to where you need a big haircut. Now you're mad because you gotta go in and do a haircut. But didn't I tell you stay up on your trims? So just stay up on your trims, y'all. Be consistent. Find a routine that works for you, and trust me, you will see the result. Another tip I can give you guys is to wrap your hair. Doesn't matter if it's styled or it's just out in an afro, or if it's in a slick back bun. At least if you can, like, split ends, you're always gonna get them, right? But if we can manage them without them getting worse, or just looking like crazy, just little changes. Do these little changes if you don't do it. So wrapping your hair at night is really important. Do not detangle your hair while it's dry. Don't do that. Like, trying to keep as much length and hair on our head as possible. When you're taking out that protective hairstyle, don't detangle it dry. Honestly, I don't like going in, especially when I do have product on my hair, like say my hair's been old, right? I don't like detangling it before I go and wash it. I don't do pre-poos. I don't do all of that stuff. Like, I like a simple routine. I don't know, guys, I be getting overstimulated and I'm not gonna keep up with every hair trend. So if you're like me, when it's time to wash your hair after that protective style, just detangle it in the shower, detangle it in the sink. It will help you so much because one, you're already wetting it, and two, like, it's just easier. You're over here putting your shampoo in, your conditioner in. So that is when I like to go in and detangle my hair. Also, I'm not gonna say this is recommended for everybody's hair, because some people's hair, if your hair is matted before you wash it, just don't even do it. You're gonna have to sit down with your hair, take the time to add a leave-in and some water and comb it out, because no. But say you just took out some braids, your hair shouldn't be matted. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't even need to be combing it out, because that style right there alone, your hair is already blow dried, detangled, and each strand is braided separately, so you shouldn't have any tangles. You get what I'm saying? What you would be experiencing tangles from is your hair shedding and new growth. So yeah, guys, that's what I recommend, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to go with it. Why do I feel like one side just looks like it has way more hair? Like, maybe I was parting it differently, y'all. I really don't have the time. I mean, I have the time, but I'm not gonna be going back in and doing it. Like, let me be honest. Alright, guys, next tip. Do not skip wash day. In the beginning, I did talk about this just a little bit, but now we're really gonna go in depth, if I didn't go in depth enough. Guys, wash day is important. It is important, especially when you're not washing your hair every week. Me personally, I like to do styles where it only lasts me a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks is the max for me, because I like to have my scalp clean, guys. A clean scalp promotes good growth. Where does the growth even start from? Our scalp. So a lot of black people believe in keeping their scalp dirty because of the oils we have in our hair. That is not true. You cannot put oils on top of oils on top of oils and expect your hair to grow. No, because now you just clog that pore in your scalp, and now it's just like has no oxygen to breathe and do what it's supposed to do. So guys, definitely keep your scalp clean as much as possible. You don't have to do it every day, but once a week is good. Bi-weekly is good. Guys, this side looks so much better than this side. Like, bro, I don't know what I was doing over here. Maybe I was over here getting distracted by all this talking I'm doing. But yeah, so we're gonna take a little break with the talking for now. Like, you see, don't judge. All right, guys, so you see I finished, and doesn't it look way better, like with the 3 instead of the 4? It looks way more neater and stuff like that. So what she did is she put her hair all of these up, right? So I'm just gonna twist my these parts because it's like more finer on my sides, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so boom, we got that going on. I don't know if I'm gonna use a scrunchie. It does feel like it is pulling on my hair, so I'm gonna just go on with the rubber band instead, because we don't need any extra tension. So let me just do that. Okay. Oh, this is so hard to do when you're like holding a rubber band in your hand. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap the rubber band around twice, and that's about it. Look at my hair, it looks crazy, y'all. I do have a little heat damage in the front, but that's because my front texture is a lot looser than my back, and it's just always been like that way, y'all. So the next step would be to part my hair in the middle and the back, and honestly I cannot see the back, so I'm just gonna fill. And also, you see how like I'm not being rough on my hair, especially while my curls are in a dry state. That is important as well, guys. All of these tips go together, guys, but I feel like the biggest ones would be to deep condition weekly before and after each style, and trimming, guys. Trimming every 2 months to 3 months. You want to trim your ends even when you only see the slightest amount before your ends decide they want to get like super bad. So yes, guys, they all go into play. So basically I'm gonna do like 2 ponytails, right? I'm probably gonna bring them up as close as they can be to this ponytail, because it's gonna make my hair look like it has more volume. Like, do you see? Go in and I'm gonna put a little water on the perimeter of my hair so it's easier to slick. I don't like doing slick styles with like drenched hair, but I'm just gonna add a little water, guys, so it can brush better. And another thing that I can say is, look at the curls. Love your curls. Love your hair. Love you. You know, I'm gonna just take a little bit of leave-in, like just the slightest amount, and just rub it up around where I'm gonna be slicking my ponytail. And I'm gonna put a scrunchie to secure the ponytail where I want it to go before I add any gel or anything. So let's see. I think that's good. I'm gonna just do it like 3 times, I guess, because this is the big scrunchie. Let me see how that looks. And then imagine I do it to both sides. I feel like that's gonna be cute. That's gonna be cute. So I'm gonna go in with the black gel. But like I said, guys, love yourself, love your hair. Like, don't compare your hair to anybody else's. Everyone's curls are different. Everyone's curls are different. Like, you see, my hair is tighter in the back and the middle, way tighter than it is in the front, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I have 2 textures of hair in my hair, but it's okay, you know? Like, it's okay. We're gonna be okay. So this is what the back is looking like. Slick. I can already feel it. And see, that's why using water to slick your hair down is very important. I'm gonna try to secure it with these rubber bands. Let's see. I do have the ponytail rubber bands, but they're in my hair case, and I do not have that with me right now. Okay. It was definitely possible. See? That's cute. That's cute. Yeah, that's cute. So now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Do what you have to do to love your hair. Learning your hair is a good thing. Like, once you learn your hair, you'll learn what products work for your hair, what styles you like to see with your hair texture. Take the time to just let your hair breathe. You don't need your hair in a style all the time. The curls are the style. Like, you know, do something with your curls. Show yourself that you love your natural hair. It's hard, honestly. It is hard to start off, especially when you never grew up wearing your natural hair out. You always had your hair done. You always had braids in your hair. I understand. I understand. But it's 2025. Why did I say 20 that many times? It's 2025. And learn your curls. Learn your curls. It's good to love your curls. Like, honestly, natural hair shouldn't be looked at as a bad thing or as ugly. Like, there's so much things you can do with your natural hair. You can do braid outs. You can do perm rod sets. You can do flexi rods. Like, you know, if you don't like your curls, or you feel like your curls are too tight for you to style them, this and that, blow it out and do some flexi rods. Flexi rods or perm rods. Perm rods are really cute, and they will give you that loose curly afro look. Tea, y'all, tea. But yes, just love your curls, love your hair, love yourself, love your life. Natural hair is a beautiful thing, and not everybody is blessed to have natural hair. Like, as much as you might not feel like you want it, there's people that do. So I don't know, just take pride in your hair. Really be thankful for your hair. God created us all different for his own reasons. Y'all, isn't this super cute? Super cutesy. Like, look at that. A cute little updo style that anybody with any curls can do. Pretty sure you could do this on your hair blow dried. And you know, like I said, do the little curly things. Yeah, it's super cute. Let me show you the back. Get more birds creepy. And don't say anything. What I like to do is at the nape, I like to go in with the edge control. I've been using this one. I wouldn't say it's my fave. Like, my favorite is Edge Booster. That one always gets me right. The clear one. Like the one that's like clear on the inside, not the brown one. I don't feel like that works for my hair texture. But Edge Booster, ever since I found out about that one, been my best friend. I ain't never switched up. So now I'm gonna take this little brush and I'm just gonna smooth it. Okay. In the video, the girl used bows, guys, but I don't have any bows. But honestly, it would be even cuter with some bows. So right now, I'm gonna just do this. Maybe I'll pick out my hair a little bit. Let's try to pick it out a little. So now I'm going to do my edges. I'm gonna use that same edge control with a little bit of black gel, and it keeps my hair laid, my edges laid all day. All day. And you see, I'm just using like the smallest amount, guys. Like a little really goes a long way. So I'm probably just gonna let my sideburns just do whatever, honestly. I don't really care about them today. One more thing I wanted to touch on. Y'all, colored hair. Colored hair, chemically relaxed hair. You definitely need a hair care routine. You do. You should not have hairstyles in for more than a month. Really, if you don't get that sewing in, it's gonna have to be a quick weave or a partial or some clip-ins, because you cannot leave it in more than a month. So, like I was saying, when you have chemically processed hair, your porosity changes, and that porosity goes to high porosity. And basically with high porosity hair, it's so easy for moisture to go into the hair, but it is very easy for that moisture to leave the hair. So you not washing your hair weekly while having colored hair, you not deep conditioning weekly while having colored hair, you having protective styles in for too long while having colored hair will break your hair off. Y'all, chemically treated hair needs a lot of maintenance. So if you're gonna be trying to color your hair, relax your hair, you need to be committed, because you want your hair to flourish. Like, I'm not gonna say color damages your hair, but I'm gonna say that color makes your hair maybe more difficult or maybe more steps that you have to do to maintain your hair and upkeep your hair and keep it growing and flourishing. So those are just things to think about, y'all, especially if you have colored or relaxed hair. Like, take care of your hair. Y'all, I'm super happy. I'm super happy with the way my hair looks. It is so pretty. Like, it's super pretty, super classy. Like, you want to wear your natural hair, you ain't had time to get your hair done, you want to go somewhere and still look good, y'all. This is giving that. So please try more natural hairstyles with your natural hair. But yes, this is super cute, y'all. You should go ahead and try this as your next hairstyle.